Not enough minerals.
SCV ready.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
SCV ready.
Not enough minerals.
Huh?
Not enough minerals.
SCV ready. What's going on? In the rear. SCV ready. What's going on? Big job, huh? SCV ready. What's going on? SCV ready.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Big
Not enough minerals.
in the rear with the gear. Bad news? Sure thing. Yeah.
Our SCVs are under attack.
Big job, huh?
Command center upgrade complete.
Bad news? What's going on? SCV ready.
Additional. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
SCV ready.
Not enough minerals.
Let's go. Ah! You scared me. Huh? SCV ready. Gangway coming through. Optics online. Let's go kill something.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
SCV ready.
Not enough minerals. 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 Not enough minerals.
Huh? I'm going.
Not enough minerals.
Big job, huh? By the numbers, boys. Systems go. Cyclone ready for action. Been waiting. Optics online. Let's go kill something. Who wants some? You gonna give me orders? This better be you.
Oh, I'm totally fine with that.
By the channel's clear, boss. Been waiting on you. Armed and ready. You gonna give me orders? By the numbers, boys. Bad news? Huh? There's something in the way. I can't build here. Been waiting on you.
Engine screaming.
Not enough minerals.
SCV ready. Comms open. Inside of you. Show me who you want to die. SCV ready.
Add-on complete.
Got a target in mind. This better channels.
Loud and clear.
Additional supply depots required.
Ready to blunder.
Research complete.
Who wants some? Psychic comms open.
Additional supply depots. Not enough minerals.
Yeah? Can do. Turbine.
Got a target in mind. Show me who you want it. Just be ready. Nothing'll stop me. This ought to be good.
Transformation.
There we go. Tried something new and it worked out. Sweet. That was improvised. Not sure how good it actually is. Definitely worked out well there. I'm going to take a look at it, see what I can improve upon. So my only idea, of course, was just to get reacted cyclones. That's how the idea started. And banshees generally are not expected in TvP. Protoss has really good answers to them, which is why they're not expected, but of course sometimes you can get away with them. So I have no idea how a build like this would do against something like Proxy Oracle or any kind of cheese, because of course this is the first time that I've done it. So I'm not really sure how the timing would work out. Especially skipping a Reaper. Once the 2 Cyclones get out, you're in decent shape. I think Proxy Oracle hits at 4:30. I might be thinking of the Heart of the Swarm time, though. I don't know. No, yeah, it would have to be faster than that. I think that's the Heart of the Swarm time. Because he could be... his Stargate would be finishing, like, right now. So it'd probably be, like, 3:30. I think my Cyclones would be out in time for it. I think. Alright, first 2 Cyclones, Starport, and 2 more Cyclones. Cyclones are really good early game. Okay, he's going straight for a Robo. So basically I'm up against the safest Protoss build there is. Gateway, Cybernetics, Expansion, Robo. So this is totally standard Protoss play. Glad I got to go against this first. And of course, I did cut SCVs intentionally until I get my next expansion up. So we go 1 Banshee, Cloak, and then we try to expand. This is where he sends his Adepts in, only loses 1, gets this SCV. And of course, he is able to scout the Cyclones, which causes him to throw down more pylons here. But I'll take an SCV for an Adept. Again, sends these back home. Did he get an Observer yet? No, he's actually rushing, like, yeah, no Observer, just rushing the Immortal to counter the Cyclones. Probably not a bad idea. So again, just the lack of expectation for the Cloaked Banshee hurts him.
Our pylon is under attack.
Adepts will not hold this. Needs that Immortal. There it is. It's actually getting Glaives right away. Wasted overcharges. Banshee comes in. Another immortal. In fact, he isn't even making an observer. Sucks for him. So yeah, it's actually, now that I think about it, this is pretty good. Because if the Protoss goes for this fast, for the standard play, gets the Robo facility immediately, and they see all of these Cyclones, I guess it's pretty likely that they'll go with an immortal every time. They're not going to be thinking about getting out an observer. So this Banshee follow-up is pretty nice. Of course, expanding on the low ground behind this. Going to be behind in workers. Yeah, way behind in workers for now. But the attack potential is really high. I think this is definitely a valid build. Of course, have to try it out some more and see how it does against other Protoss builds, but at least for now, I like this. Can't supply block myself, of course, but that seems to be my style lately. Still no observer. Yeah, he's finally getting that observer there. He's just been so focused on getting rid of these Cyclones. The Widowmine follow-up as well, I think, is great. I really like this. He's still way ahead in workers, but my expansion is about to finish up, and his army is going to get wrecked by these Banshees. That's pretty cool. I like that one. Definitely going to use it again. We'll tinker around with it some more on EU before I bring it over to NA. Speaking of NA,